Hey, Crash here. Today we're talking about the offset cone weave, specifically the one that they use in the ALTMOST, the Alternate Motorcycle Operator's Skills Test. Very simple to do. Just got to remember a couple of things. One, cones are 12 feet from each other, 12-foot distance. They are offset by 2 feet, and you just have to go around them. I mean, how hard is that? A couple of things to remember when you're doing this. Head and eyes up. Look what happens when we look down. If I'm staring at the cones, there's an old instructor saying, if you look at the cones, you hit the cones. Yep, head and eyes up. Matter of fact, I'm pretty much staring at this really pretty gal who's running the camera for me, and that helps me out a great deal. Look where you want to go. Dragging the rear brake just a little bit. You'll see it come on in some of these shots, and using the clutch to balance the entire motorcycle. It isn't that hard. You ask yourself, why is this on a test? And they'll tell you it's to show that you have low speed control, clutch, throttle, brake, those kinds of things. But I believe there's something else.
Okay, so you want to know what's the secret? And the secret's really simple. The secret lies in what I believe this particular part of the ALTMOST tests you for, which is how well you can think. Can you plan into the future? Can you see the future? Because the real trick to the cone weave is where you put your apex.
Yeah, that's right. The secret is apex. Hey, everybody wants to ride it like this. Come right up the middle, and then make those perfect centered apex sweeping turns up through the cone weave. Oh, it'll be beautiful. Chicks will dig me. Children will sing of me in the hills. But guess what? It doesn't really matter. You just have to go around the cones. Here, watch what happens when we use a late apex. In other words, we think through what we're going to do. Yeah, late apex, late apex. You know what? It's a lot looser and more open and more pleasant to do, and you did it! And of course, it's always embarrassing to have an early apex. Watch what happens. Once we've got the early apex going, we're just totally hosed. No hope for that one. And here's a little trick. Think ahead. You don't have to line up in the center of the weave. You can line up to one side. I always put myself to the outside of the first turn so I can make the late apex. So don't just settle for, I'm going to go and point myself right up the middle. No, that's just stupid. You're working too hard. Offset yourself to one side and use it to your advantage. Now, the California cone weave is, well, it's the same thing except no offset. And dude, once you're good at it, it's fun!
Yeah, a late apex is an important street skill, and it'll save your butt in the cone weave and on the street because it improves your sight line, it helps you think into the future and plan for things that you might not be planning for. It just gives you a better vision and more options. That's it for me. Be safe.